Hi guys, this is John Lau. You can call me JL. Today, I will introduce how to operate this high-speed wire cutting machine for your firework sparklers production. Here we go. The lubrication of Guideway. This Guideway must be ensured there's enough lubricating oil on it. We have add enough oil on it before leaving our factory. Be sure there enough oil, then the bearing slider can move up and down smoothly, and it will extend the service life of this machine. The next thing is about how to connect the power line correctly. The finger is pointing to the place where the customer wants to connect to the power supply, and the terminal points of the wiring are A, B, C, and PE. A, B, C, 3 phases plus a grounding wire. On the left is the internal wiring, no need to touch them. Once it touched, it will cause the whole machine to stop working or other problems. The internal wiring must not be touched. The following is an introduction of the operation panel. The first red button on the left is the emergency stop button. Press it down, and this machine will cut off the power. This button will automatically reset. No need to manually press and twist to reset. The next green button is the power button. After the button is pressed, the machine will be turned on. Need to wait about 30 seconds. There's a small arrow in the lower right corner of the screen. Click this small arrow to enter the English operation mode. The green cycle symbol in the middle of the screen is the reset button. It's used to reset the cutting knife. The first item at the top of the touch screen is the set wire feeding speed, and the square next to it is the cutting speed. The second position pointing by the finger is the set cutting length. The third position pointing by the finger is the set output. The current output is 114. After resetting the cutting knife, you can press the start button after the wire is correctly installed on the machine. Be sure to confirm before starting that there is enough material to be loaded on the machine. If there's not enough material, it will automatically stop immediately after pressing start, and there will be a red warning prompt on the screen. This is because when the system self-checks, no material is detected. The remaining two buttons are slow feeding by pressing and manual and automatic mode switching. Usually, these two buttons do not need to be operated by the customer. The red button in the upper right corner is the stop button. When we are off work or need to suspend the machine due to lack of materials, press this button and the machine will stop immediately. Wire material installation. Put the wire into the mold hole, pass the straightening wheel, the feeding wheel, the straightening wheel, and the feeding wheel again. Finally, pass through the cutting knife. Then tighten the straightening wheel. Keep the wire in the middle at a certain arc for better straightening. Then tighten the feeding wheel. Clamp the wire into the slot. Then tighten the wire feeding wheel. Suggestion for tightness of wire feeding. Pay attention to the tightness of the wire feeding wheel. When the wire is placed in the groove, do not press the wire too hardly. Do not tighten it as a screw. As long as it can feed the wire, it will be okay. The following is about how to replace the inner cutting knife. First, loosen the screw. Please take out the inner knife, then put into another blade. Then tighten the screw. Particular attention, the tips of the new inner knife and the outer knife are close to each other, and they should be aligned on the same plane. The suggestion for machine operation. After turning on the machine, first run at a speed of about 10 meters per minute. Wait for about 15 minutes and then slowly adjust to a higher speed. That's to start the machine with a low speed, wait for it to stabilize, and then increase the speed. Suggestions for cutting wires of different diameters. The press roller guide groove on the machine now is suitable for a 1.2 mm diameter wire. If you want to cut wires of different diameters, just replace the press rollers with different grooves.